Good evening, Tallahassee. I am soon-to-be meteorologist Allie Brannan.
And I'm soon-to-be meteorologist Kirsten Chaney.
And welcome to another edition of FSU Weather.
And this is a very special show today. Not only is it the last show before the summer starts, it is the senior show.
So everyone appearing on the show tonight is in our senior class. We'll be graduating next Friday, the class of 2015.
And we'll all be official meteorologists.
So we've all been together for 4 years. We've worked really hard. We've taken all of our classes together, so we've really grown really close, and it's really exciting to have us all together tonight.
Yeah, nothing like dynamics brings people together.
Of course, what you see on screen is like kind of our release, we get to relax instead of looking at equations all day. So this is really fun for us, and it's all become a big family here.
Yep. And we are going to send it out to Allie.
We're going to start taking a look at weather, actually. So today we had a really nice day out here in Tallahassee, lots of sunshine for now. But unfortunately, as we were talking about yesterday, is those thunderstorms are coming on in to join us for the weekend. So we are going to have some thunderstorms tomorrow, and it is going to be a wet and warm weekend. But we are going to bring our umbrellas all the way out for the weekend because we are going to need them as that weather comes on in all those clouds, and unfortunately that sunshine is not going to be in store for us. Just looking at our satellite and radar though, you can see Tallahassee still fairly clear from now, but those clouds are rolling on in to join us for that weekend. And if you look all the way over, you can start to see those colors, that green and yellow, coming on our way, unfortunately to give us not such a nice weekend. Our temperatures, though, are fairly warm, 87 here in Tallahassee. For now, tonight, we're going to have a nice dry night for the last one, 65 degrees. Mostly cloudy for now, but no rain yet. That will come on in tomorrow. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to stay indoors and study this weekend for our finals, as those are coming up next week. And I know as meteorologists, we have a lot of studying to do, so maybe it's a good thing that we have some rain in store.
Yeah, making us stay indoors, which is always good.
Okay, but today we have a very special edition of Weather History.
Yeah, today in Weather History.
Okay, so what happened today?
Back in 1989, over 20 cities in the central U.S. had record highs.
Yes, that's true. And, you know, we usually think of Florida being super hot, but actually in Kansas, they reached 101 degrees.
Wow. It normally doesn't get that hot here, especially this time of year.
Exactly. We think 90 is hot, but they were over at 101.
It's insane. Also, in 2010, there was an EF4 tornado in Mississippi, which was the widest in Mississippi.
That's pretty crazy, But for now, we're going to take a look at some more weather with Nikki at the wall.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, current conditions right now, sitting down for dinner, 87 degrees, mostly cloudy outside, so we are going to say goodbye to Mr. Sunshine, hello to the clouds for the weekend, as Allie was saying, dew point sitting at 56 degrees. Moving on in, though, across the region, what are we looking at? Well, it looks like a whole bunch of 80s, besides Carabel sitting at 78, and off to my east, Perry hanging out at 84. So really just sitting in the mid-80s across much of the Big Bend region. So going to be quite toasty tonight, nothing too cool, not dropping it down too far, but tomorrow we'll go ahead and see those clouds roll right back in, and we'll lose the sunshine for the weekend. Satellite radar right now, we can see those clouds are starting to come on our way. You can see them just entering from the western side of the screen. Moving on in, going to be making it a cloudy weekend for much of the Saturday, Sunday outdoor adventures. If you are going outside, you're going to be seeing those clouds in the sky. In terms of winds, though, we can see we have a little bit of the sea breeze hanging around on the coast. Nothing too drastic in terms of the actual wind speeds, though. Really just sitting calm and collected for Friday evening. So for the futurecast, like we were talking about, we have this big old moon that has a whole bunch of clouds on him. He's going to be doing his thing right now. Scoot him out of the way. The rain is in store. We're going to start to see that come on in. Stormy conditions, a possible chance for severe weather as well. So beware if you are outside. Bring the umbrella, bring the rain boots, all the great things. Be careful with the umbrella, though, with the lightning. Not exactly the best idea. You know, those do go hand in hand, but sometimes lightning can strike. So don't be carrying anything metal. In terms of the futurecast, though, on Sunday, more rain. So kind of perfect study conditions. You'll be inside anyways. It's going to be raining outside, so you won't be tempted to go outside and hang on out. In terms of tonight's forecast, though, sitting down at 65 degrees, mostly cloudy, like we said, mild temperatures, and the winds are staying out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So nothing too breezy tonight. Tomorrow, though, it won't be as sunny as it was today. Today was the last day of sunshine. Thunderstorms tomorrow expected. Like I said, some might be severe, and that wind will hang on out of the southwest for 5 to 15 miles per hour. So, day planner, tomorrow, what's going to happen? Rain, rain, and rain. So that's pretty much the picture. You don't even need to worry about this graphic because it's just going to be raining all day long. So don't go outside. 7-day forecast. Looking like a whole bunch of rain too. Tuesday will be a big rainmaker. Saturday will be the heavier day for rain. This weekend it's going to be looking absolutely terrific though. So if you don't want to go outside, you don't have to. I know Paxton doesn't like to go outside, right? Especially when you're studying, you definitely don't want to deal with the rainy conditions.
No, I don't like to go outside when it's raining, especially when I'm studying. I'd rather stay inside and, you know, study.
That's
what
a great idea.
Because we have 2 finals Monday.
2 finals. So I'm going to go ahead and let you tell us more about the weather. What's going on, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Well, currently it is 87. We do have a little bit of clouds, and then it's nice and sunny in Key West. But everywhere else, we do have the clouds and a little bit of moisture lingering around. But for the dew points, it's 56 in Tallahassee. It's a little muggy out there if you step outside. But if we go to North Carolina, South Carolina, it's 27 in Wilmington. So it's a lot different than as it is here. So you can definitely see the differences going on between that. And for satellite and radar, we have this little low pressure system all situated to the west, bringing in a lot of rain moisture. And there's also a lot of tornado watches in that area as well, associated with all these storms. And as we move on into later today, we see the clouds are encroaching into Tallahassee. So the clouds will be building. And like I was saying, we have tornado watches, which are these little red boxes. Flooding is the green, and severe thunderstorm warnings is yellow, and then tornado warnings is that red little section over in Texas. But nothing too much in our area as of right now, but that may be changing as the low pressure system creeps on into our area. And then as we look at the radar, you can see all the storms, and as they move out of Texas off to the east, and then you can see the little watch boxes follow the storm as well. And then we come back to Florida. Nothing too much in Tallahassee. Again, all the rain is off to our west, but that will be coming into this weekend as we begin studying, like me and Nikki, what we're going to be doing this whole entire weekend. And then we have more rain, and then it's going to come into our area. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's going to just continue coming in, just a lot of rain, flooding. So be careful if you go outside. For tonight, it's going to be 67, and then for tomorrow, it's going to be 85, thunderstormy and cloudy. But right now, we're just going to hand this on back over to the desk.
Thank you, Paxton. Well, unfortunately, when I hear rain for the weekend, I think that I'm not going to be able to make it out to my farmer's market.
Nope, doesn't look like that. So to tie us over, Allie, what vegetable facts do you have for us today?
Well, of course, you guys know I love my vegetables by now. So carrots are my favorite. And my favorite facts about carrots are we always think of carrots as orange. But really, carrots can be many different colors such as white and yellow and purple.
Wow, so colorful. I never would have thought it.
Yeah, and here's another fun fact is that the largest onion ever grown was 5 kilograms.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't
That's
know
a pretty
who would
big
eat that much onion, but I mean, good for them, right?
Yeah. I hope when they're cutting it, they don't start crying.
Yeah, that's true. That could be a lot of tears.
That's a lot of tears.
It's crazy how that happened, right? Okay, so another pretty crazy fact is about zucchini. Do you like zucchini?
Nah, it's not my favorite, but how do you like it?
Okay, well, zucchini, you can actually eat the flower that it comes from.
Really? Oh, the squash blossom. It's
Right.
really good. But broccoli is one of our soon-to-be meteorologist's favorite vegetable. Let's take it out to Connor.
Yes, now broccoli, as you all know over the years, has been my favorite vegetable, and I'm very happy to advertise that today on the Senior Show. But turning it back to a little weather, you can see the national picture right now. Pretty warm down to the south as you expect here in the later spring months, and up to the Pacific Northwest you're seeing the greens and the oranges. A little cooler conditions and abnormally cold here in the Northeast actually. 48 there in Boston, so hometown being a little chilly. Glad I live here in Florida at this point in time of the year. So water vapor imagery. So let me just step out of the way here. You can see the main picture. We see all this green and this coming up from the south really strong. This is associated with a lot of water vapor or a lot of moisture. You can see that's all coming into our area to the southeast, and that is the rain that Allie and Nikki and Paxton have all been talking about that will be coming into our area. As you can see behind this, a little bit of drier. You got the oranges, the red. That is the drier air that is situated now over to the panhandle of Texas. So eventually, once we get all this moisture coming in, it will clear out, and those beautiful sunny days in Tallahassee will return. So now let's look at the satellite and radar. We can see right near Texas and Oklahoma, you can just see all this rain. The yellows, the oranges, the reds, that is the severe thunderstorm risks. that Paxton was mentioning, and we actually had a tornado warning near in Texas near Dallas, so you want to make sure that if you're in those areas, you take the right precautions. If we go a little bit closer to home, you can see that this rain is slowly encroaching our area. You have the severe thunderstorm watches and the severe thunderstorm warnings over there to our west, and those will be moving into our area as we do look on into the future. And just look a little bit closer near Dallas, you can see where that tornado warning cell is down there. But if we go and look up to the northwest, we can see some snow actually over the upper elevations in the Rockies, and some rain near Seattle and to the west. And then as we go a little bit all the way to the other side of the country towards the northeast, we can also see some snow all the way here in New York and even down towards the chilly air in Boston. So watches and warnings across the country. We can see where the severe weather risk is to the south and to the northeast, some freeze watches and warnings. So definitely bundle up if you're in those areas. Tonight around the U.S., we can see warmer, muggy conditions down to our south, cooler conditions to our northeast. And tomorrow, it's going to be much of the same, going to be much warmer down here, 85 in Tallahassee, 87 in New Orleans, and a little bit warmer up there in Seattle at 57. But now I'm going to send it off to Josh, who we actually are twins today. Josh, if you'd like to step into the picture, look
Absolutely,
at this.
Sir.
It was not even planned.
No, it wasn't.
Blue and blue.
It was not planned.
No, but I will let you take it off.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate the twin.
Clicker is a wonderful thing to have, especially when you do the weather.
All you.
All right, let's go local. Here we go. So we mentioned severe weather earlier. It's off to our west. So we might have to deal with that tomorrow, but the chances are starting to decrease tomorrow. It's going to be more to our north, more than over Tallahassee. But again, the story is going to be the humidity increase. Here's a look at the past 6 days in terms of highs. We've been kind of a roller coaster ride. You can tell where the rain has been affecting our air. When we reached 75 degrees as a high on Monday, that's also when we had our severe weather event with straight line winds. So you can see how much effect the clouds and rain have on temperatures. Here's a take a look at the dew point change over the past 24 hours. You can see it was very muggy this morning and overnight. Like I mentioned, you can see the change. Again, a little bit dry in the afternoon. It's more of a dry heat. The temperatures have been in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees, so it's more of a dry heat, but it's still a bit on the increase of the dew points. It's going to continue to increase with that moisture moving in. Now, the next story is going to be the heat on Sunday. The first system is going to move out, the ridge is going to move back in, and temperatures are going to soar on Sunday across the entire Sunshine State. Take a look at these temperatures at 2 p.m. alone. Again, we're already near 90 degrees across much of the peninsula. For us, it's going to be about that cloud cover. We have less cloud cover. We'll be easily at the 90-degree mark as well. Then we go to Tuesday and into Wednesday. The next system, potential low-pressure system, will develop in the Gulf. And here's a look at one of our models, the European model, forecasting precipitation totals. We could see up to 2 inches of rain across much of the entire peninsula. So it's either going to be a severe weather chance or it's going to be a flash flooding event on Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll watch it closely, but again, it's still 5 days away. It's consistently changing every run. So it's nothing to really set in stone right now. For tonight, it's going to be humid again, just like last night. A little near 65 degrees, partly cloudy skies. For tomorrow, clouds will increase. Again, the best chance for severe will be to our north. We can't rule out scattered thunderstorms in our area. Before the storms roll in, we could reach 86 degrees, so still a little bit up on the warm side for tomorrow. For the beaches, early morning day, that's best for the beaches. Clouds will move in quickly. Chance for rain easily in the afternoon. For the pollen, still high, even though clouds are around, but other than that, it's not like the 11s we saw earlier this semester, so definitely a change there. For the 7-day, again, you can see 90 degrees on Sunday. We're reaching the heat big time on Sunday, and it gets more seasonal next week as well. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Josh. We were trying to figure out what we were going to talk about for this last set of desks, and since Ian didn't want to start, I thought we were going to start talking about our favorite weather events over the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why not? When, if I have to look back to any of my favorite memories, I'll probably have to say is the day that it actually, we got, if we want to call it sleet, we'll go with sleet. And everyone had a day off from school. No one complained about that.
Yeah, that sleet day that a lot of people called snow day. We had numerous hours of sleet here on campus. It was a very weird day here at Florida State if you were here.
It's definitely a strange day, but I mean, I thought it helped define my, just my career, or not my career, but my time here at FSU.
Yeah, well, that's really been our only winter weather event since we've been here.
Yeah. I mean, we've had cold days, but nothing like that.
Yeah, it's been but it gives us a different perspective. We get the severe weather here often, as we saw earlier this week. We'll talk a little bit more about that here coming up soon, but we'll go ahead and send it back out to the wall with Daniel.
Thank you. Well, I'm not too happy because you keep hearing about this rain tomorrow, but it is a blessing in disguise since we do have to study all weekend for all of our tests. Well, here's a look at our current conditions all over the state. You see 87 in Tallahassee, a little bit hotter than what we've seen. Looking not too much fun, but you look to our south, they're seeing about the same. You see 86 in Tampa, 87 down in Fort Myers. A little bit cloudy down as you get closer to Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca area. And Pensacola, they're looking nice right now at 75 and sunny there. Well, look at water vapor. You don't see a whole lot until you see these storms coming through that will give us some rain over the next few days. We'll get to that in a second. Current winds, not too much to talk about. You do see Jacksonville, though, does have that strong wind coming from the Atlantic inshore, so their waves at that beach is probably real messy right now with winds like that. You'd see down Miami 14 also. Key West coming out of the north, not too bad there either. For satellite and radar, you do see that big mass of white coming our direction. And if you look up here, you do see a little bit of colors right there with the greens, reds, and yellows. That will be here tomorrow, and it will be raining all day, mostly on the Panhandle, not down towards Tampa and the Orlando area. Not too much rain there. They will get that over the next few days. Here's our radar right now, though. You do see Friday, we have a little bit to the north of us. Nothing is expected to come our way. And as we go ahead and look down to the bottom, not much to talk about. A little shower down there by Fort Myers. Not too much to talk about. A little bit to the east of Okeechobee, but they're all clear as well. Now this one's really neat because, like we said, it's going to be raining here in Tallahassee, but I'll step out of the way. You can take a look at the futurecast temperatures. You do see tonight it'll be 80 degrees, and then we'll drop down into the low 60s in the morning. But then while it's raining, you can expect it to jump up into the 90 at some point during the day. Well, tonight's forecast 67, so if you do plan on going out this weekend, tonight's probably the night because that rain will not be around. And it's going to be 67 at the lowest, so you can expect 70 degrees if you're out there at about midnight. And looking down further south, even better, you see Miami there at 75, West Palm 72. Really the same story all along as you get down into St. Pete and the Sarasota area. And we're going to take a talk real quick about the surf report. Not a lot going on right now. My friend was out there in Sebastian Inlet not too long ago. He said it was about waist high, but he hurt himself, so that wasn't too great. Here's a last look at tomorrow's forecast before we get into the severe weather with John.
All right, thank you, Daniel. We're going to go ahead and look around the southeast. There is a couple of chances we have a little bit of time for some severe weather here over the next couple of days, but for today, we've been pretty clear across the Big Bend region. A couple of clouds have been moving through the area, getting into Bainbridge. Those temperatures are on their way out. We've got tangled here with me and Daniel. You know, we couldn't get apart very quickly here, but something else we couldn't get apart from is that rainfall here. More rainfall coming in from the southeast. He's going to jump in here real quick. Had to get him in here real quick here tonight. But those clouds are moving out into the area. They've been causing some severe weather off towards our west, and we're going to jump into that. But I wanted to take time to mention these tornado watch boxes before we jump into the radar here. Those tornado watch boxes across the state here are in effect until sometime between 8 o'clock and midnight, depending on which watch you're in. If you're in one of these red boxes, conditions there are favorable for tornadoes. And there's actually been a couple of spin-up tornadoes south of Abilene and then back off towards the east, closer to New Orleans. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for New Orleans there, but all of this rain is going to push off towards the east. Arkansas getting in on some of that rainfall now. Memphis getting close to that as well. Jumping into the southern Louisiana area, there's been a strong storm that's moving very close to New Orleans here over the next half an hour or so. This is going to move out into the Gulf in about an hour. But first, I want to look at our severe weather chances here. Off towards the west is where these storms are now, but those are going to translate off towards the east into the Big Bend. A lot of those are going to go up and over into Georgia and Alabama, but there is a small possibility into the day tomorrow that we could see a couple of strong storms as they get into Tallahassee tomorrow, some strong thunderstorms into the day tomorrow, Saturday rather. And then again on Tuesday, we could have a couple more strong storms as we get into the early parts of the exam week here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're going to be studying anyway, so yeah, I'll be inside.
Yeah, good real material to study for those exams.
Yeah, exactly. But changing pace here, we actually got a cool story for you guys to know about a scientist who is developing a laser large enough to affect weather.
Yeah, if you didn't know, back at the Beijing Olympics, they actually controlled a little bit of the rainfall to keep it a little bit clearer for those events in Beijing by cloud seeding. They actually put up some iodine up into the skies and stopped that rainfall.
Mm-hmm. But as you would expect, throwing all these chemicals in the air isn't necessarily the cleanest way about going at this. So the scientist is attempting to make a laser large enough that it will be able to heat up the atmosphere and create similar process and condensation, and they attempt to create rainfall so that it will dry out the atmosphere for an event such as the Olympics. So kind of neat stuff.
Where's that being done? Do you know?
It's being developed in Switzerland right now, but for him right now, he's got to have a big enough laser, and unfortunately, that takes a lot of power, and so that's what they're working on right now.
Yeah, something maybe you and I might be working on someday.
Who knows? Yeah. But hey, we're going to throw it to Coral over the wall for one last segment.
Thanks, Ian. And I wish I had better news, but, you know, we do have a bit of cloud cover running in our way. You can see on the Futurecast. There's that rain. It's going to pop in for the weekend. And, of course, you know, it's not going to be fun. We have that severe weather threat for this weekend. We'll get into that a little bit later. But, yeah, you know, current temperatures right now, 87, actually. My dear friend Molly, who's volunteering at the National Weather Service, totally hit that today. Dew point, 56 degrees, and humidity, 35. So that dry air is going to start going away overnight. You're going to see those clouds start to move in. And, of course, that rain chances is only going to go up from here. So, as we mentioned, 87. Molly hit it right on the dot today. 84 in Monticello, 84 in St. Mark's, 86 in Quincy. A little bit cooler in Carabel, thanks to that little sea breeze kicking in. And, you know, it's really nice down by the coast. And there, you can see right now, mostly clear skies, but there are that upper level clouds starting to move in. And as we progress into the evening, those clouds are only going to get thicker, and they're going to start getting into those low levels. So clouds are going to start ruining our starry night, but that's okay. We have time to enjoy the last rays of sunshine. You know, mostly cloudy evening. That rain is going to be moving on its way here, and of course, boom, there's the rain. Tomorrow, stormy. And we have a lot of daytime heating to work with that only adds to the instability, which adds to the severe weather threat tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned and keep up with all of that. We'll be right here monitoring the weather, at least on Twitter and on Facebook. And of course, as that moves out, Sundays kind of start to recover. We start to move into a little bit of sunshine. But, you know, if you're headed out to the boat this weekend, I would say keep it on the dock. You're going to be rained out, maybe deal with some pretty heavy showers and storms out there. It's a little rougher out in the sea than it is on the land. And of course, tonight, 65 degrees, mostly cloudy, very, very mild. So if you have any last minute enjoy Tallahassee before you confine yourself to your room to study, then tonight's the night to do it, because I know after today, I'm going to be bunkered down in my cave. And it kind of works out because rain's going to start to move in tomorrow morning, and then into the afternoon, the potential for showers and storms, and of course the rain is only going to continue into the night. So kind of use it as a split weekend. If you wanted to do stuff, you do it on Sunday. That'll be your better bet, and just study all day Saturday. Try not to fall asleep. I know it's going to be tempting. It'll be very tempting. But yes, as I mentioned, you know, split weekend, you have a better chance for rain on Saturday, a little bit less on Sunday. There might be a brief break in the clouds, but that'll be your best chance. And of course, rain kind of sticks around for the first part of the week. But look, and lo and behold, Mr. Sunshine comes back right during graduation day. So make sure you wish all your seniors good luck, and I will send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Coral. So I gave my favorite story over the last 4 years here, but John, what is your favorite weather story?
I don't know if it's a favorite, but it was certainly something that impacted me. That April 14th event here this past fall, we had a lot of severe weather here on campus. We had a huge tree fall just outside the bookstore. A lot of information was flowing through the studio. It was a crazy afternoon.
Yeah, that was extremely hectic, and that definitely sent everyone kind of scrambling around that day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit of a crazy day for everyone involved with that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of bumps and grooves here since we've been here. I've been here a couple of years, but we've got somebody who's been here a lot longer than that. Here's our professor here. This is Dr. Alquist. He's been here for many years. He's the one that actually brought the FSU weather program to us here. And we want to thank him so much for being here with us. He's chosen a lot of our team leaders here on campus, and kind of really is the one that holds the glue together here at FSU Weather.
And from all of us here, we want to say thanks to everybody that supported us the last 3, 4, 5, John's case, like 15 years. That's Dr. Alquist, everybody in the department, everybody at 4FSU, WFSU, Jacksonville, Tallahassee. We've had everybody that watches us especially, all of our families. We've had a lot of fun technical gremlins this year. Most people that are here on camera laughing have not had to deal with them like I have, so they can laugh. Kind of makes me jealous that y'all can laugh about that. Yeah, so everybody that's been here, there's 15 of us that are graduating this year. There's a couple of us that couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. But we want to say thank you to everybody that supported us, and I think I've used up my time and everybody's going to want me to shut up, so let's pass it along. Somebody take away, make me stop talking.
I guess it's me. What do we say?
Sign off.
I'm meteorologist Paxton Fell. And I'm meteorologist Allie Brannan.
I'm meteorologist Arroyo.
I'm meteorologist Molly Merrifield.
I'm meteorologist McFarland.
Oh, I'm meteorologist Kirsten Chaney.
I'm meteorologist Connor Dacey.
And I'm meteorologist Josh Rivas. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all our viewers every single day. It's such a pleasure to...
Someone put the music already.
Quickly, I'm meteorologist Nikki Perrini.
I'm meteorologist Brandon Moll.
And wow, this is wraparound. I'm meteorologist Ian Cassette. So, yeah, we've had a great year. I think this year especially has been, you see your flies by, but I've enjoyed my time here. Everyone else, I hope they've had as well.
Oh, yeah. How many of us are going to grad school?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Which schools? Go ahead and say in mics.
I'll pass it on. I'll get it started. I'm actually staying here, so I won't be going too far. Not having to move any of my stuff. Staying upstairs, be working hard, and of course, it'll be meteorology too. So keep passing it on. I think I'm tangled.
Okay.
Everyone has
I guess I'll go. I'm going to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, so Wisconsin. But still, they did this. Not as good as this, and I'll also be studying atmospheric sciences, so we'll continue there.
And I'm staying right here at good old Florida State with Nikki. Woo! Go Knolls!
Of course, I will forever be a Knoll, but I'm going to the University of Oklahoma. Hopefully chase some tornadoes there and get some more severe weather. But of course, go Knolls.
So who besides me is going to actually go into broadcasting?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, Daniel and I are excited. We're going to be on TV more, so we love this, and we'll continue that. We don't know where we're going to be.
Yeah, well, I actually got a job offer yesterday.
Oh, my God. Oh. There we go.
I got a job offer in Beckley, West Virginia, and so I'll, keep searching. I like the place. They're not going to give me a contract. I can say they're 6 months and move on, or I can say they're 3 years and move on. So it'd definitely be a great thing.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Well, hopefully I won't be that far behind you. Okay. No fear.
Yeah. Well, Molly, you actually graduated in 3 years, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. So what are your plans afterwards?
Hopefully get a job. I'm going to be continuing volunteering at the National Weather Service through the summer and applying for jobs, and I'll stay here all summer until either I get a job or my apartment kicks me out. So hopefully a job will happen first.
And Brandon too. Brandon's taking a different route as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm joining the military actually. I'm going to be a meteorology officer with the U.S. Navy. Hopefully, planning out some flight routes and trying to ultimately get into aviation. So.
There you go. Maybe like Captain Moll.
Commander.
Oh, Commander.
What about, I guess one thing that we just have to say here, we have a couple of team leaders here that have been with us all of last year. They put together the shows for us each and every night. They've been here for 3 or 4 years now, and they put together the graphics that you see, the schedule behind the scenes. They say who does what segment. They also do a lot of the severe weather coordinations throughout the year, and they coordinate with FSU, the FSU alert system, and social media here at Florida State University. We've got a lot of partners here at Florida State. These people behind me are very well connected, and they're going to be going very far. Yeah. I think it's time to say that we are FSU
Meteorologists.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, no.